For the extra point. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He'll buy some time right. And some room to work. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. You know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Rams are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, Watson. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. The final shot before the break. Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Super! What? 20! 14!
Gone. All incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Well, partner, league-wide, I think we're set up for a wild month of January. It seems like this season, more than others, we've had a number of teams that you maybe say, hey, they're the Super Bowl favorites. Kind of the Rams early, then it was the Chiefs. Patriots kept winning, then the Saints, and now, heck, maybe even the Texans or the Bears could claim that moniker.
Yeah, it's going to make for a wild month of January. And you just wonder right now, are we missing a team or two that's just a little bit outside the playoff hunt? Could they get hot and be those teams you don't want to play and carry that momentum all the way to the Super Bowl?
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the interception, here's Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Griffin. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Watson on first down. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end can be that wide open and uncovered downfield.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. I do want to take this time to mention that the next few months, very big in the competitive Madden Championship Series. A few weeks ago, we saw Skimbo go back-to-back.
That's right, back-to-back, second straight year.
You're fired up. And then next up, the Madden Challenge, and it's a $190,000 prize pool, and the ladders to qualify for that tournament now available in MUT draft mode. Exciting things. By the way, do you have a gamer tag, John?
No, I do not have a gamer tag. You must be a good player in order to earn a moniker.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Now a first down throw. Gone. couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And his throw is incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. 3rd down here.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Louis. Value three.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 24. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And the Rams have got it back. The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They snap it at one. Now it's Trubisky. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now Trubisky on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kentrell Brothers in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop it for a loss of about 10. On second down, Trubisky. And pressure gets to him again. Ben Gideon in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. What a move. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And second,
and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in for a yard out. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Bailey now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The NFC North champion Chicago Bears, they take the field here again on offense. Their first division title this year since 2010. They clinched it back in Week 15 with that victory over Green Bay. Of course, Green Bay's had their number, especially in recent years. But what a season it's been for Chicago.
And when you think about their previous 4 years, 5-11, 6-10, 3-13, and 5-11 again in 2017. Now they'll have at least one home game in Soldier Field in January. This is a big turnaround. And I'd say go ahead and engrave the Coach of the Year award to Matt Nagy, their head coach. And it also will seal hirings going forward. Sean McVay with the Rams in 2017. Matt Nagy with the Bears in 2018. Look for those offensive guys to get the first crack at these jobs.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And now it's third down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 32 that time. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Steps away to his left. And this is Gabriel on the catch. Past the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That goes for a gain of 31.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, it's Cohen. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Vikings making their way out, and let's take this time to talk about the Vikings Club Championship of Madden. It was held in mid-December, and your winner, I.B. Straffen, or is it I.B. Strafen? You've got the pronunciation guide.
I.B.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson from 19 yards away. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Parkey adds the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, twisting away. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Minnesota's football here in just a second. And you think about the season that the Vikings have had. Maybe not the kind of year that folks had envisioned for the Vikings. You thought maybe this could be an 11, 12, maybe even a 13-win season if all fell in place. But that has not been the case.
That is so true because we thought with the acquisition of Kirk Cousins, that would take care of everything on offense. The defense, one of the best in the league in 2017. No reason to think that that wouldn't continue, and they've still been one of the top units out there. But if they make the playoffs and they play as they did against Miami in Week 15, especially on offense when they ran the ball for 198 yards, look out, because then the Vikings could be dangerous. Can you imagine if they went to Dallas and took them on the road? Imagine that physical clash. And if they emerged out of that one, who knows?
2nd and 10 now from the 27. A second down throw for Cousins. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That'll go down as a loss of 8. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Cousins to throw it. Going deep for Diggs. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's caught inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Left side caught by Diggs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play caller. Because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it, we can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
On 2nd down, Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. And the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down.
Here we go.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it. 1st and goal. Cousins. His pass caught at the 4. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Rhino! Go ahead.
He's going to get it running right. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now it's Trubisky. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, some news that gave us a chuckle, and we could all use that around the holiday season. Josh Johnson, a great story. He was back home in Oakland when the Redskins called to see if he'd like to join him for the remainder of the season. So how did he get to know his new teammates? Well, what did he do? He turned to the Madden game, Charles.
Yeah, and that's how you learn who they are, right? Learn what they do, have some tendencies, get some ideas about their speed and what they do well and maybe what they don't.
It got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
18.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down. Again, it's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is gonna be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 1:57 to go in this first half. More from Minneapolis after this.
Through. We're going. Let's go.
Following the interception, Cousins lets it fly for Treadwell. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. Well, so they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
Now Cousins. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Akeem Hicks in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. He sets to fire deep. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination, but they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. 20! And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Trubisky. The 20. And Robinson with a big catch. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Parkey with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Gun.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 56 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is now 21-14. Bailey now to kick this one away. Cunningham now to return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Trubisky now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And now look at this. Big gain, but and I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play?
Partner, I know I'm supposed to really describe what happened there. I'm counting on you for this one. That was one weird play.
Well, what I was going to ask you, in these situations, shouldn't these guys just dive on the football around the goal line rather than try to make a heroic return?
That's what they're taught, but sometimes in the heat of battle, sometimes that heroic stuff comes to the front when you really don't need it.
And taken right on the 30. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Powers through. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They only needed a few inches there on second, but forget the halfback dive. They were going for the big one.
I thought it was a good time to take a shot. You figure with their running game, if they don't get it there, you come back and run for it and pick up the first down. Go ahead and be aggressive. Try and get one downfield for a big one.
The Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Black. Lucky 50. Ringo. Let's 50.
Second down, Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 59 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver...